This video is entitled Maintenance, Assembly File, Print Menu, Print Assembly List. The Print Assembly List menu option will give you the opportunity to print the complete list of assemblies in the system or a selected group of assemblies. When you select the menu option, Print Assembly List, the program will display the Print Assembly File wizard. It'll give you some instructions on the first page, and I'm just going to go ahead and click the next button to proceed to the next page. On the next page, you are given an opportunity to select a range, and I would always recommend you select a range, because if you go from beginning to end, it'll print everything in the system, and sometimes it's just better to go print a range of items. So I'm going to click a selected range, and I'm going to start printing. Now I can search by assembly index number or by description. If I select by description, that's what is displayed for me, or by assembly index number. I'm going to do it by assembly index number, and we're going to start with 01, and let's just go, and I'll print a group of these items to a preview screen so that you will be able to see what it's like. I select the first assembly index number, and then I go choose the last one. So I'm going to go 02, and we'll just go up through 02 here. And again, you can select how you want to locate the items. Now I've got my items selected. I click on Next, and then I click on Next, and I'm given the opportunity to decide where I want to print it. I can print it as a preview, or I can print it to the printer. Directly out to the printer I wouldn't be able to see what I was going to print. So if I go to OK, and I also have a setup button so I can change the printer that I wanted to be my destination if I chose to do that. Much of this stuff is also available from the preview option. That's why I'll always print it to the preview to see what I'm going to print. I've got 25 pages displayed here. I can zoom this out so that I can see the whole assembly. Now these are all my assemblies that I have printed out. It shows me the assembly, the contents of that assembly. If it has one part, all of these assemblies only have one part in them. It shows me the next assemblies. These assemblies, how each of them has 3 components in it, different lengths of it. And if you notice, there's different, it's the same component but different quantities, and that's what makes 3 number 14s, 4 number 14s, just a quantity change. And that's why you would be able to, you would use the copy assembly function to be able to just copy that, create this first one, copy it, create the second one, and all you're doing is changing the quantities. So that's the method for printing it. I would recommend everybody have a printed copy of their assembly list, either as a PDF, or if you create a PDF and you want to print the document to paper, you can print it. You can save it as a Acrobat PDF file, then have it as a PDF. Many of us are using tablets nowadays, so you could carry around a tablet with a PDF of it on, or you could send it down to your local print house and have them print it and bind it for you, and so you have a printed copy of it. So when you're doing maintenance inside the assembly file, it's always important to have a copy of what you have in there, so you can find locations where you want to put the assemblies, the new assemblies. You would go find locations that had not been used, and you don't step on the top of an assembly that's already in there. This concludes the maintenance assembly file, print menu, print assembly video.